I'd like to open with a quote by Oscar Wilde that resonates with me. Paradox, though it may seem, and paradoxes are always dangerous things, it is nonetheless true that life imitates art far more than art imitates life. My name is Allison Williams, and I've become the person I am today through various artistic practices in my life. These practices are how I learned to express myself to others and have been the driving force for my personal growth. What can I say? Art has consumed as well as shaped my life. I've always wanted to be some kind of artist. During childhood, artistic practices taught me how to express myself to others. My artistic interest even created my initial and future career paths. Hence, my life really does imitate my art. I was born in eastern North Carolina, and I'm the product of a blended family. I have a mom, a dad, a stepdad, two stepmoms, one half-brother, and one stepbrother. Each of them in some way influenced, encouraged, or supported my artistic path. From drawing and painting to dance and music lessons, if it was art-related, I wanted to try it, and I did. Artistic practices became a means of self-expression and my primary interest during my childhood. In high school, I took a few graphic design classes. Graphic design is considered commercial art that's created for commercial use, like advertising. Andy Warhol happened to be one of my favorite artists at the time, and I found out that he began his career as a commercial artist. So I figured if it worked for Andy Warhol, it could work for me too. I graduated from high school and decided to pursue a career in graphic design. So in the fall after graduation, I headed off to East Carolina University. ECU was overwhelming for me. The 4-year university system just wasn't right. For me, anyway. I finished my first semester, and I decided to get a full-time job. A year later, I enrolled in Pitt Community College in their graphic design program. I fell in love with graphic design. I also fell in love with a musician from the Outer Banks named Jason Williams. In 2003, I graduated from Pitt Community College with an associate's degree in graphic design, and I moved to the Outer Banks. I got a job as a graphic designer at a small local print company. The year after that, Jason and I got engaged. Another year went by, and Jason and I were married. Everything was perfect. I'm a perfectionist by nature, so graphic design is very suitable for a person with this disposition. Graphic design is all about the details. It has to be perfect. The client not only expects it, but demands it. It's a high-stress environment, but I loved it. I knew if I just kept pushing, my skill set would grow, and so would my career, and it did. But what I didn't know was the toll that constantly seeking perfection would take on me. I had everything I'd ever wanted, but I wasn't really happy. After 15 years as a graphic designer, I wanted to make art that was more personal. Art that meant something not just to a client, but to me. I needed a change. In 2017, I enrolled in College of the Albemarle's Professional Arts Jewelry program. I can honestly say, hand on heart, I had no idea how this program would change my life. I'm pursuing a new career as a metalsmith and enamelist, and I'm a new person, a much happier person. Now, I've explained to you how artistic practices have consumed as well as shaped my life. They are the reason I've become the person I am today. They're the foundation for how I communicate with others and I express myself. They've been the driving force for my personal growth. Paradox or not, Oscar Wilde was right about one thing. Life really does imitate art.